Welcome to Be More News
I am
downtown.
an
The
editor.
news
I went to
before the
communications
news,
high school. I've been in
where we uncover
communications
the truth.
since I was 14 years old. And so when she said, okay, edit my book, she gave me the book, and it took me like 2 months to get through like 5 pages. I said, oh my God, my head is hurting. So finally I said, okay, fine, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna read it. And understand that we speak differently than how we read. Or actually, we listen differently than how we actually read. And so she is an ordained minister, and so I was saying, look, you know, when you're preaching, that's a lot different than when you're writing, because people process information differently. I've run newspapers, I've been on radio, I've done television, and so you have to understand the different mediums. And so there were these points when I was editing the book, and I would go, okay, I'm not really understanding this segment. And so I would say, what are you trying to say here? So she would start talking, she's like, okay, I'm saying, meaning this, and I'm like, okay, fine, stop. And so I would start typing everything. And so first couple times that happened, she was fine with it. Then the third time, she was kind of like, why the hell do you keep stopping me like this shit? And I said, yeah, she's trying to explain. I was like, got it. And so I'm starting whacking segments, like whole segments. And she's looking at me all upset. So I remember one day I was at it, and all of a sudden I said, stop. I start typing, then I hear the door slamming. She had ran out the house, went jogging. She was so frustrated and angry because I was editing. And so she got back, I said, look, this is very simple. I ain't your husband, I'm an editor. I said, now, let me, being her minister, I said, let me use the gifts God gave me. This is why I'm here. I said, trust me, when I get done with your book, then you will realize I know what I'm talking about. And she was kind of had to look like, yeah, right. But then when she saw the finished product, she thought, man, that is pretty good. I said, I told you I know what I'm doing. So it was a little stress there. I had no stress. I was fine. I mean, you know.
And now,
yeah, that was the first year we were married too.
And now for Jackie's response.
How was that run?
Everything that you said is absolutely true. It comes down to the point of understanding your roles and your responsibilities and what a person in your family or in your life is good at doing. You have to give them the ability to do what they're good at doing so that you too can be your best self. So this was our first year of marriage. We've now been married for 10 years. So needless to say, I survived the editing process. So we'll see how it goes when we go around for books 2 and 3.
Because I'm good.
That's been established, Roland. Now let me ask you, a balanced life. Okay, we all have pressures, whether you have children, whether you're in school, whether you're a little kid just looking to eat out of the candy jar and they say no because you have to eat a healthy banana. So pressures lead to imbalance. What is it about, how do we balance ourselves, really?
First chapter of the book starts with perspective. And it is all about perspective and you being able to have a reality check with yourself and do a self-assessment and say, how much can I actually take on? What is reasonable for me to be able to do? And how much stuff is being dumped on me versus how much stuff I need to delegate? And so you get to this place where once you're really comfortable with who you are and what you're capable of doing, then you're able to add other things onto your plate. Second year, maybe first and a half year into our marriage, Roland's sister and her 2 small children came to live with us. It gave them an opportunity to have a stable life, but it also allowed me to have that ability to say, I'm balanced. Let me show this young mother with 2 small children how to do these things that I've already learned how to do. So it's 2 plus 3, within the first year of our marriage. And even if you are, married, remarried, you take on others' children, you have blended family relationships, and so you have to know yourself in order to be able to balance the things that go on in the home. And when you're able to do that, nothing else gets out of sync because you know that you're the person who's controlling what begins to happen in your life. And you can take it or leave it, but you also know the responsibility that you have.
But balance also means telling people no.
Oh,
I mean, and that's part of the problem. And when I say telling people no, it also means telling your spouse no, or telling kids no, this is for me. Go sit your butt down. I love golf. I mean, 2 things I do. I love to read. I love to play golf. Now, understand when I say I love to read. Do not talk to me while I'm reading.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Don't even ask me. Look, if nothing is burning, if it's not the urgent, because I'm in a whole different place when I'm reading, and so everybody knows that. And so it's like, leave me alone. And so what happens is a lot of people don't understand that they have to demand time for themselves to do the things that they love that will allow me to tolerate you for the rest of the week.
Wow, Monday's not a good day to meet him.
Jacquie and Roland Martin, keep watching morenews.com, the news before the
let me ask you a
news,
question that ties in
where
what we
we
talk
uncover
about.
the
Look
truth.
at this. He just got texted by the president.